Hi, welcome to Vyapt Growth Series, Season 2, Episode 42. In our growth series today, we have with us Mr. Sushil Suri, the chairman of Morepen Laboratories. Morepen is a global pharmaceutical company exporting APIs to over 80 countries and is a leader in care home diagnostic space and number one glucometer and BP monitor manufacturer in India under the brand name Dr. Morepen. Mr. Suri belongs to the promoter family with over 2.5 decades of experience and is known for his progressive thinking, far-sightedness, and is pioneering the growth of the group in pharma sector. Welcome, Mr. Suri. Namaskar.
Namaskar, good morning. How are you doing today, Pankaj? Thank you
Um,
for having me here. Thank you.
so, Mr. Suri, will start with our curiosities, and I'm sure this is going to be a very engaging platform for all of us and also for our viewers. Just to tell to our viewers that you can ask the questions and we will take it at an opportune time during our conversation. So I'll start with my first curiosity, Mr. Suri. What are the new opportunities or emerging trends do you
Mhm.
foresee in the pharma industry, and how is Morepen positioned to capitalize on them?
Wow. I would say we are right bang on. Healthcare in India is rocking. And when you say healthcare, it's a broader term, but I would like to divide it into three parts. For example, if we say healthcare, then first is the hospital part, the healthcare delivery part. Second is the government, and of course, third is the consumer part. So, if we see from a government initiatives point of view, tons and tons of new initiatives are being taken. The per capita healthcare expenditure, which was just $3-4 like 20 years ago, has reached to $60 per capita. Of course, we are far behind the global markets, global countries like US, where they have 11,000 per capita dollar spent, and of course, we are still an early 60 $70. But looking at the size of the country, looking at the population of the country, I think even if we add $10 every year, we have got a and some opportunities. Then government is coming up with tons and tons of schemes, whether at a district level, state level. Jan Aushadhi is, I think, a big new initiative. Then I think the insurance thing is one initiative. Last 10 years, the insurance is pioneering, and I would say entering every home almost now. Second, I think if you look at the hospital sector, the healthcare delivery has improved immensely in India, and we see that okay, the medical tourism is coming to India, so lots and lots of opportunities. Then third, of course, comes the consumer. I don't have to say. I think thanks to COVID and of course the younger educated people with e-commerce, the healthcare delivery is now online. People, more and more people are hooked to buying things online. More and more people are there's has awareness. There's a more of, I would say, not only about the vitamins and proteins, but about a regular checkup. Diagnostics have improved. Testing labs have improved. I don't see any area of health which is not being attended to. Then I come to the main course, I would say the pharma, which is we are the backbone. We are not the front end. At the backbone, if we say the research in India is increasing, research spend is increasing, I think vaccines, we are the so-called vaccine capital of the world. The way India has done, vaccine is just a new example. I mean, this is just an example which you and me know. But at the back, India is rocking in the R&D. The R&D spends are increasing. Then on the back end manufacturing, and main important is that post this COVID thing and post this China story, and if everybody knows what is the China story, India is the new so-called go-to destination. So we are the destination. Of course, we do say that we are the pharmacy of the world. That's one part. But even from an API point of view, we are into the hardcore API manufacturing, which is active pharmaceutical ingredients. Even from an API point of view, we are the China plus one story. We are that plus one. Now, everybody the US company, European companies who are depending on China, now they want us as a partner. Whether it is in API or in medical devices or it is finished dosage exports. So I would say we are all over the place. And thanks to the wonderful vision of our Prime Minister Modi ji, who is very clear that we are the global leaders, we have to establish ourselves. And there's a scheme on the medical devices parks are being established, APA parks are being established. So, of course, number of hospitals, number of aims which is coming, and I'm not counting the facilities which all hospitals are having. I think we are rocking, and Morpen is equally prepared for that. We are almost everywhere, I would say. We are in the hardcore pharma. We are going to the doctor's chamber. We are going to the consumers, to our favorite brand, Dr. Morepen. We are the only company in the country with huge expenditure and huge reach in the medical devices. And the third, of course, is the online. Dr. Morepen has got online presence also, so you can place orders for medicines at 2 o'clock at night, and maybe you can get vitamins at 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's, I think, the beauty, the spread what we have got. I think your curiosity should be fully satisfied now that we are at the right place.
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you,
Pankaj.
Mr. Suri, for sharing the growth opportunities with us. Just out of curiosity, when you talk about Morepen, there is a quality term attached with it, and everybody talks about Morepen means quality. So
Yeah.
you can blindly believe on Morepen. So can you talk a little more on the quality of the products you manufacture, because that's where the name of Morepen is more about, that they produce quality products. So can you shed some light on that, please?
Yeah, Pankaj, that way I would say in a pharmaceutical sector, quality is the key. Quality is what we deliver. I mean, because we're dealing with the life of the person, you're just supposed to take a pill. Just you don't even think twice. Not even thinking is too long a word for that. I mean, you just take out a pill and just throw it in the mouth. I mean, you don't even look at it. So the trust factor is important, and in this industry, the more important is that it's not between you and me what we have to do. We are controlled by the regulator. So our facilities are regularly inspected by the FDA, and last three consecutive FDA approvals, we had got nil 483, means there was no observation of FDA, and we had got no, I would say, observation, no import alert, and we are a hat trick of these nil 483s in our last FDA approval of the plant. And then beyond that, we are being audited by multiple customers. So customers from all over the world. These days, if we have one FDA audit, say after 6 months or 1 year, customers are coming 4, 5, 6 customers every month. So on an average, we have 50 audits in a year. So you can imagine every week we have a customer. Sometimes we have two customers parallelly auditing the facilities from different parts of the world. So customer audit help us improve, communicate, and maybe understand the FDA guidelines. So customer educate us, we improve. Of course, that's more of a collective thing. And then when the FDA comes, we get through. That's one thing. Second is even the domestic angle. There was a time when the domestic authorities are not very, I would say, this equipped to handle all these things. Now the domestic authorities, the DCGI and the local authorities, everybody is well equipped, and they are also spending good time and resources. And in the medical devices, which is our new baby, of course, which is 20 years old now. So there also our facilities are inspected and approved by ISO 13485, which is the global standard in the medical devices. These are approved by British agency BCI. Of course, BCI is just a auditor, but the ISO 13485 is for the medical devices. So whenever we do whatever we do, at whatever cost we do, we are, as a company, we have a philosophy that at whatever cost, whatever we commit, we deliver, and we do not compromise on quality. And that's what Morepen has attained and sustained over a period of time, and we love that.
That's really inspiring to hear that from you, that quality is something that you really bang on. And I now move on from quality to innovation. As what are the new innovation in pharma API? And you also have your medical device business.
Yeah,
And how is this industry creating employment opportunities? I'm sure this is going to be a question which everybody will be
interesting.
keen to
Interesting.
listen from you. Yeah.
I would say, Pankaj, the way we use the word innovation in certain industries, innovation looks like something alien, or something which is to be done someday, or to begin with innovation. But in pharma industry, innovation is my everyday job. Whenever we set up a plant, whenever we set up, even design a fixed facility, we say, okay, this is plant, this is manufacturing, this is utilities, and this is my pilot plant. So every plant has got a pilot plant, which is scale up. And before that, we have a R&D lab. So R&D is my, I won't say core, it is my routine. So every day we do R&D, every day we do the product development. And if I would like to spend a few minutes here, that what is R&D in India? Globally, all medicines are discovered, and of course they are patented, and of course they work on the genome, they work on the target, they work on the development. But as a India, we are the generic country. We replicate those products with different processes and make that. So that's what our R&D does. So we have at a time 30, 40, 50 products in pipeline, which are at various stages, and we are always watching that what products are expiring in next year, next year, next to next year. For I would say up to 10 years of pipeline, we have ready with us that okay, this is what we are going to do for the next 10 years, and our valuations and our value of the company is depending on my pipeline. So I may have 10 active products and I may have 20 pipeline products. So that pipeline is worth billions of dollars. So today in our kitty, we have products worth $40 billion of market size, which are expiring in next 7, 8 years. So even if the market drops, generally when the patent expire, market drops. Even if the market drops by 50%, I would say even 70, 80%. Even if the market is $3 billion, so my present it is more than the market size of our existing products. So that's how it goes. And in medical devices, particularly, of course, we are now into the basic thing, which is the blood glucose monitors and the BP monitors, weighing scales, thermometers. But here also, you know that how much technologies are changing. Consumer is becoming very savvy, and there are wearables coming. There are new devices coming for the glucose monitoring, and there are apps coming. I would say this is where we are, and we are in touch with the technology. We are coming with many new things. I can't disclose much on this platform, but certainly we are on back on it.
Okay. Okay. So you talked about that a lot of innovation happening, and obviously this sector is coming up with a lot of employment generation is also happening through these two segments. Now, post our conversation on the innovation opportunities and the growth aspect of the API and medical device equipments, we move on to our next curiosity, and our next curiosity is our rapid fire round. 10 questions would be coming
Wow.
to you, and you have to answer each question in a word or a maximum of a sentence. Uh, are you ready, Mr. Suri?
Yes, all is ready. I love this so-called rapid fire because it's rapid, so it goes away.
Okay. So the first one is who is your inspiration and why?
Hmm. Of course, I would say in today's world, we all know that Modi ji is everybody's inspiration. But if we go back a little earlier, even Obama was one of the inspiration because Obama was saying you can, and Modi ji to kar chuke. So he says it's done, it's over. So I
True,
think this.
true, true, true.
So and say why means that because we get inspired by people who are actually able to deliver, who are able to do.
Very true.
So because there's a lot of I would say nuisance or there's a lot of chaos in around. So there are people who are ready to give thousands of advice, but I think getting done, getting delivered, having a vision in spite of all the criticism all around. So we are highly inspired by our Prime Minister.
The second one is your favorite type of music.
Type of music.
Yeah.
Oh, you may feel bad, but I'm more of a spiritual person. So I love soft sounds and spiritual music. Maybe just some sort of a jap or something. Very light.
Okay. One subject you would like to learn more about.
We all want AI, digitalization, AI. We want to stay in the future, and we nobody wants to retire or become obsolete. And I must share with you, even today, I'm turning 60 after 6 months. And last week, I joined a MIT course for some post graduation in AI, technology, and innovation. By chance, the same words what we are using today. I never knew that.
Okay, so now I'll move on to the fourth one is what movie do you enjoy quoting the most?
Quoting.
Yeah,
Not necessarily
you,
quoting.
you have to
I
tell.
enjoy repeat watch of movies like Jab We Met,
Okay,
where you had a lot of fun, also a lot of excitement, and a turnaround. That how under what circumstances, how one person goes, and if you're happy and jolly and lucky, then how better you deliver. I'm a strong believer of energy. If you have high power, high energy, high excitement, half of the issues are sorted. And if you're a dead wood, you have twice the problem, then you can't solve anything else.
okay, okay. Now the next one is what never fails to make you laugh.
We all know that it's Kapil Sharma show. Of course, it's only twice a week, but it's a big relaxation. But certainly, to be on the serious side, when you say what never fails to laugh is sometimes you see many senior, mature people, and not seeing only business in routine life also. Sometimes we see that people are, I mean, still behaving like kids, and I won't say like idiots, but they're still behaving like kids and fighting over petty things, and it makes me laugh. Okay, what is this going, man? So you have to grow up now. So I think that's where we are.
Okay. The next one is what is the punchline to your favorite joke?
करने से होगा. बातें करने से नहीं होगा, करने से होगा. So I think that's what I said that today in India, particularly with the advent of this WhatsApp University, and of course earlier also, we have too many people, too many critics, too many advices, and there are very less doers. So I would say anybody will pay anything for a person who can deliver. But
Okay.
there are stories around that people are very good in evaluating. There are people, though I am acting as a critic, I just let you know, if you don't mind, this is what it should be. Come on, guys, can you do it? I think doing and delivery is important. How sophisticated you are in presentation really doesn't matter. If you just say I'll take care of it, that's fine.
What motivates you the most?
We all get motivated by success, but I think karma is important. So I'm a big student of Gita, so I believe in karma theory, that you do your best, and if you delivered best, that's fine. I think that's a big motivation. If you're not able to do our justice, then I think it's a little disappointment that we haven't put input. Input is equal to output. So if there is zero input, the output would be zero.
Okay. So I move on to the next one. Which is your go-to snack?
I'm a traditional guy, so there's nothing special snacking, but I don't mind a samosa or a jalebi anytime. But I don't go to buy it, but it's fine.
Okay. What is your favorite work
Kulfi,
memory? Yeah.
like
Sorry,
kulfi,
sorry, you were saying something.
kulfi also.
Kulfi. Okay.
I'm a
What's your
traditional.
favorite work memory?
Work memory, I think the last memory which we all of us have got is during the COVID time, working from home with the shorts and grown beard and working on Zoom calls. I think that's what all of us have. But if we talk of industry, generally speaking, so being a science student, and of course I'm an accountant by qualification, but I had to work for the first USFDA, and I had to sit in the plant for a couple of months and making systems and procedures and guidelines and making quality manuals and working with FDA consultant. I think that was an exciting experience. And of course, we learn every day these days. So
And the last one is, do you make New Year resolutions?
other other than the weight loss, we all make this thing. But I would say that I make resolutions every day, but I don't have the so-called long-term resolutions. I believe in execution. I say, okay, this is what is to be done. It's done. It's delivered. Think in the morning, and by afternoon it should be through. If it's not, it can't be done today. It can't be done tomorrow. Today is the best day. So I'm lucky. I saved all the 10 questions. I was scared.
Yeah, so there's a 10 on 10 to you in this rapid fire round. So we'll move on to our next curiosity. But,
Yeah.
but before that, we have a question coming up from one of our viewers. Is I follow Morepen regularly. Can you talk about the growth aspiration of a company in the next 2 to 3 years time? Can you take it up, please?
Yes. So I think on all the fronts, on API front, as we shared that we have lots of opportunities coming up. So we are expanding our capacities and the market reach both, because if we expand capacity, we have to increase the market reach. We are expanding the sales team too. And we are seeing that API is going to still the course. API is 60 to 70% of the business. So that's our core. And it remains. There's a lot of growth happening there, and new expansions are happening even in the medical devices also. Medical devices are also back on track. Last year, both medical devices API were little low because of the market correction of inventories and everything. And we are going finished dosage and Dr. Morepen also at 30-35%. So we are seeing that in the coming year, 2 to 3 years time, I would say taking 2 years as a base. So we are looking for a 3,000 crore top line which is almost double. So we want to double in 3 years' time. So that's what the growth plan is. But this is too early to comment because we just have one quarter closing. We the numbers are not yet out, but after the first quarter, we'll be able to give a good guidance. But exciting plans, good time, exciting time for India, I would say.
Okay. So hope our viewer have got the answer of his question. We'll move on to our next curiosity, which is about you as a leader. So can you talk around your growth journey, the valuable lessons you learned along the way, and how it has impacted your leadership style?
Look, Pankaj, we have been a very small, I would say, family managed company. I won't say family managed. Basically, it's a homegrown first generation enterprise. We are still, I'm still the part of the first generation. We are a first generation enterprise. So when the company started, it was started by my elder brother, and he's no more now with us. So it was just started with 6 people, 40,000 rupees capital in hand, and just a small loan of 9 lakh rupees. Even to get a 9 lakh rupees loan from a financial corporation was a big deal at that time.
Hmm.
Of course, we paid everything within the first 1 or 2 years itself, and we had a grand success. But coming from that family-owned company to today, with a listed company with over 2 lakh shareholders and 3,000 employees, exports to over 80 countries, and of course, multiple offices, multiple streams. So I think we have also evolved as the company has evolved from going from API to finished dosage to OTC to medical devices, and of course going backward integration in R&D. So as the team members, we have also evolved how to handle the challenges, how to handle the crisis, and more importantly, how to handle the growth. And as we speak, we are still learning. We have retained some of the largest global consultants who are helping us in designing the strategy, who are helping us this. So, more important, I would say, learning point which I would like to leave for everybody is never stop learning, because world is changing fast, so we have to change fast. So we have evolved to a large extent, I would say, but on the business front we have a lot more to do, a lot more to learn. And a personal front, if we say, from a growth perspective, we work hard, we work day and night. And for me or for the family members as a whole, I would say for everybody, we are 24/7 employees, 24/7 free employees of the company. So that's what is the passion we all have. And life had been phenomenal. And if there is any specific question, of course, I can always come back on it. So it's
Yeah, we
very.
do have a specific question, and I have waited for it for the right time. So the question, I'm sure many people follow you. So the question is pretty, very straightforward.
Yeah.
The question is, this guy has been following you, and what he's asking a question that at many occasions you have been seen actually, celebrating with all the members of the company, just like another member of the company, and not talking about you as a chairman, and with all vibrant, all energy, so that you are a part of one such family or one big family. How is that kind of energy or enthusiasm or positivity comes in you? I'm sure you have already talked about spirituality and all.
I would say that basically there are 2 points. One, of course, is the basic story of the company, basic underlying theme of the company. The company theme is joy of growing together. Morepen, the joy of growing together. That's our baseline, and it's not now. It's there since last 30 years. I think
Mm-hmm.
back in '92, when we were working on the IPO at that time, we had given that, and that's what we told that this is what we believe. And he said, "Can I write it?" You write it. That the joy of growing together means that we are growing, working as one team, one
Correct.
company, one person. So in earlier time, the management layers was hierarchy. So there were
Mm-hmm.
multiple layers. You are the chairman, then vice chairman, then principal, then vice president, blah blah. And you're 20 layer by the time you reach to a worker. But
Mm-hmm.
if I go and meet a worker who was hired by me, if I go and meet my store manager who was interviewed by me, so then I feel happy. And now giving a lifetime award to a person who was not even wearing a chappal at that time. So now you feel related, you feel connected. So that's what I think, the whole love, and we are all one. I mean, we have a special program in the company called Connect 360. So we have regular stand-ups with the team, we have monthly stand-up with the team, and as a part of the Connect program only, so we have a program called Bubble Chat where we meet our seniors every week. So we have made a platform, all the seniors can join on that. There's a Zoom call, Connect, and of course, maybe Last week we put this bubble chat also on the YouTube. So basically, we need to stay connected. Now the question comes: why do we have to connect it? I'm a big believer that connect, communicate, and collaborate. So of course, I want to collaborate. So I can't collaborate till I communicate. So to communicate, I have to connect. So to connect, communicate, and collaborate, those are the three C's what we work. And connect is a big issue. And second question come to energy. Energy is, I would say, internal. So it is contagious. If I have energy, people have energy, it multiplies. And we love that.
Sure.
If you can,
These are some of the wisdom lessons coming from Mr. Suri. Connect, communicate, and collaborate. I'm sure many of us who want to aspire for something big must have learned this, that how we can grow in our lives. And thank you so much, Mr. Suri, for being a part of this Vyapt growth series. We are really very happy to have you on our platform and some inspirational talks which you have done. Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pankaj. And thank you for organizing all that. Thank you, viewers also.
For everybody who has been following Vyapt growth series, do share your responses and let us reiterate that Vyapt believes that growth is the solution for various challenges the world is facing today. We'll come up with another inspirational leader. Till then, think growth, think Vyapt.